The Power BI custom branding options, which are available in the Power BI tenant, consist of three elements: a logo, a cover image, and a theme color. When a user moves from an intranet into an unbranded Power BI tenant to view reports, most people will feel instinctively that they're now in a Microsoft environment. And although the custom branding options are limited, they can make a big difference to the look and feel of the Power BI service and help to keep your reports and your Power BI tenant on brand. In order to implement the custom branding options, you'll need to be an admin. There are two main admin rules in a Power BI tenant. First of all, there's a global admin, and these are people who are basically Office 365 admins, and their domain, their sphere of influence, if you like, includes the Power BI tenant. And then we have admins who are strictly Power BI admins and don't have any Office 365 admin capabilities. The good news is both of these two roles have the ability to change custom branding. So if you yourself are not an administrator at work, then all you have to do is to find someone who's either a Power BI admin or a global admin, and then you can work with them to implement custom branding. If you're not sure whether you are a Power BI administrator, simply log into your Power BI tenant and then click on the ellipsis menu in the top right of the screen. And from here, choose Settings and Admin Portal. If the only thing you see in the admin portal is capacity settings, then that shows that you're not an administrator. If, on the other hand, when you log into the admin portal, if you are an administrator, then this is what you should see in the admin portal: a series of options for customizing the way that your Power BI tenant works. And at the bottom of the list of categories, you'll find custom branding. The custom branding experience provides all the guidance you'll need regarding the formats of those three elements. The file format for the logo can either be PNG or JPEG, and the main claim to fame that PNG brings to the table is that it preserves transparency. JPEGs are always rectangular. JPEGs are also better for photographic images. If your logo is simply text or line art, then it's a good idea to save it as a PNG. Another consideration is that your logo will sit on top of the theme color. This color will be displayed on the top bar, and the logo will be sitting on top of that background color. So there has to be some contrast between your logo color and the theme color that you choose. So to implement our custom theme, in the Power BI service, we click on the ellipsis menu and choose Settings and then Admin Portal. And then we click on the Custom Branding category. And as you can see, we're provided with guidance for each of the elements. And the logo that we'll be using is saved as a PNG with a transparent background, and as you can see, it's white. If you have a very large version of your logo, you may need to resize it. And remember, you don't need sophisticated software to do this. You can just right-click and open it with good old Paint. And here you can click on Resize and make sure Maintain Aspect Ratio stays switched on, and then you can resize it to any pixel width and height that you want. So that's all been done. Let's now bring in those three elements. So first we upload the logo, and as I've said, it's white, so for the moment we can't see it. Next we have the cover image, and that's been specially prepared at the recommended dimensions. And then finally we have the theme color. So we'll just copy that and paste it in. To dismiss this window, just click on the theme color again. Before publishing, you can preview your changes. So here we can see our white logo on a dark blue background, and then we've got our cover image with the welcome message. So I've signed in with the name admin, hence the good afternoon admin message. Then, having previewed, you click on the go back button. If you're happy with the preview, you then click on publish. And now let's look at the user experience. So let's sign in. And we can see all of the elements displayed just as they were in the preview. And just to remind you that the cover page is only visible when you're on the home page. So if you navigate to any other location, then of course the cover page is not there. And that really is all there is to setting up custom branding in the Power BI service. And of course, at any time, if it all goes horribly wrong, you can always go back in and click on Remove Custom Branding. If you then click on Publish, all the branding elements will be removed. Let's now look at another branding opportunity which you have when working in the Power BI service. And this one relates to app workspaces. When you create an app workspace, and of course you do that by clicking on Workspaces and then Create a Workspace, you'll notice that you have the option of uploading a workspace image. The big limitation of this feature is that the image has to be circular. If it's not, it will simply be cropped into a circle. If you have recognizable icons, which perhaps are used on your intranet or your website, you may find it useful to implement them in this way, so that when people look at workspaces, the icon gives them a clue as to the contents of the workspace. And this also carries through when the app workspace is published as an app. We've got a couple of examples, and admittedly here we're just using flags, but as I said, if you have corporate images which can be fashioned into a circular icon, then you can use these icons to brand your workspaces with something which your staff will actually recognize. So we simply click on Upload, and then you can navigate for any image in JPEG or PNG format. The shape is irrelevant because, as I said, it will be cropped into a circle for you. However, there is a file size limit of 45K. So you'll see that both of these are within that limit. So we'll choose UK flag, and we'll call our new workspace UK sales. And let's save, and do the same for US sales. So hopefully this gives you an idea of the potential of this facility for branding. Let's now look at what happens when we publish one of our workspaces. So I've uploaded a few items into UK sales, and obviously if you want to follow along you can do the same, just upload any of your reports. And now let's look at the branding opportunities that we get when we publish an app. And to do this, of course, in the top right we click on Publish App. And of course, if we were doing this for real, we would enter a very full description. But for the moment, let's just enter Sales Funnel. And you'll see that the logo that we uploaded for the Workspace app carries through with the published app. And that's probably just as it should be. But if we needed to change it, then we've got the Upload button. And we could change it for a different icon. We also have the option of specifying the theme, and although the hexadecimal numbers for each theme are displayed, there's no mechanism, unfortunately, for us to paste in a hex value in order to specify a specific color. So all we can really do is to find the color that's the best match for what we have in mind. So let's settle for a royal blue. And then of course we have the other two sections, the navigation, and as you can see it's created links to the two items that I've uploaded, and then permissions. So in order to publish, I'll need to share with at least one group or individual. And in this tenant we have a group called Sales and Marketing, so let's publish with them. And then let's say we'll have the app installed automatically, so people have no excuses for saying I didn't know it was available. And then we'll make it read-only by deactivating these last two options. So we click on Publish App, and we can go to App to get a preview of what our colleagues will see when they consume the app. So here's our branding opportunity. So as I said, the only limitation is that the image that you use has to be circular. And as far as colors, all you can do is to choose from a series of preset colors. You can't specify your own corporate color using a hexadecimal value. But apart from that, it's still a useful feature.